Hello guys, how's it going? I hope you're doing well and I hope your life is going good. Today I have officially finished all my exams and I can finally go to the gym. So my plans for this, months will be cutting some extra weight which I've gained and maybe changing my physique. I want to lift and press the same amount of weights which I used to lift and press when I was training consistently. Because of exams, I was not that consistent throughout whole December, and I want to change the situation. And today, I think I will capture some moments of today's training and maybe show to you. So let's do it together and let's pack our things. So here we have our equipment, like straps for better stabilization during bench press, resistant band for warm-up and for stretching, and also water for hydration and my clothes. So we're heading to the gym and it's quite snowy outside, and one thought of mine about which I wanted to share with you was that when you sit for months or more, you don't just lose muscles, you lose rhythm, and it's so hard to keep the ball rolling again and get back to your old hobbies again. But it's very important to do that. Your days start to blur together, like screen, assignment, study, chair. It feels, so boring to think about this stuff sometimes. But it will not last forever, even though you might feel like heavy and it might drain you. Know that it will end eventually. In this session, I focus on upper body strength and balance. I started with back extension to warm up my lower back and activate my core. This helps me to protect my spine, which is very important for me since I have protrusion, and it also helps me to keep my form strong for heavier lifts that come next. Legs, embryo to a fetus, head, arms and legs. It's all real when you smack the button here to yell. What's the future of the seed? Bring forth the hell, here I am. Wisdom culture is the mathematics of my years. Then I moved to the bench press, to one of my favorite exercises for upper body, and I started my warm-up set with 40 kilos, and it was actually harder than I thought, but I think it's my first training session and it's understandable why I felt this way. But the flesh was weak cause the strength is in the mental, and you got to dig deeper to the ways of a cipher and the bad spirits and eliminate the evil traits. Time to escalate to the max. Bad facts is the ingredient for tracks. Do or die, I'll stay obedient to that. Or then start the pumping of your fists, elevate your mind. For the second set, I increased the weight to the 70 kilos and did 12 reps. And I think this is where the real work begins. It's heavy enough to challenge me, but with good control. I focus on steady breathing and tight core. And finally, I went to 80 kilos for 5 reps. This was my strength set, and I was trying to do it as clean as possible, but my last rep was quite bad. But anyway, fate planted, shoulder blades, pulled back. I think I'm gonna die. I got the chocolate in my pocket just to help time fly. Watch the seconds running to minutes, hours to days. Everyday phase running in the maze. After that, I moved to deeps. About 20 reps with just my body weight, I guess enough. I leaned slightly forward to keep more focus on my chest, and I was trying to go deep enough for a better stretch. And watch my voice play is like hitting you faster than beats, blasting your beats, don't even gas them to speak. You see the strong get long jab, weak get dropped. Then I moved to the chest support, hammer row for lats. I think this is one of the best exercises for hitting your mid back. Here our goal is not just to pull the weight, but to pull the weight with engage in our back. I think about driving my elbows back and squeezing my shoulder blades together at the very top of the rep. And last but not least, lat pull down on plate loaded machine. We've just finished our training session. We are coming back home. It was not the best training in terms of weights, in terms of performance, but it was actually very essential training for me because I kind of finally broke that loop of sitting and preparing. And yeah, it was great start. We kicked off with upper body training, and I hope I will have trainings like that more. It's actually very humbling and very hard to get back to your old hobbies, but I think it's kinda very important because you are reconnecting with the things which used to give you a lot of joy, and we need to have these things because without it our life is kinda, empty and colorless. And yeah, at the beginning you might feel that you are stuck at something. Once you come back, once you do this very hard first step, the rest is going to be very easy. So it's up to us to get back to our life this joy.